Hey guys, Scotty from MotoSR Suspension, just letting you know what we've done with our T7. Basically the bike is very soft standard, so we've put heavier springs in the front and rear and also re-valved the front and rear and just turned it into a bike which is way more fun to ride.
In how many ways can I show you how much I love you? I try and I try and I try, but you just walk on by. How many times must I try? You see I'm all about you. Yeah, looking at your door, baby, hold it down. Waiting in rain when I snow, baby, heart in hand. Heart in hand.
So we started off today on the road, and we were swapping bikes backwards and forwards, so we got a great comparison, a great test between the two bikes. And right away on the road, the MotoSR T7 was noticeably better. There was less motion backwards and forwards. The bike was a lot more precise, a lot more controlled. We progressed through to some sort of open tracks along the side of the road, and there we started hitting bumps. Especially when I first noticed on the stock T7, a small square edge bump would bottom the bike more easily than I would have expected. Comparing that to the MotoSR T7, this bike absorbed that stuff without even hardly noticing those bumps. There was definitely a huge difference in between those small bumps, and as we've progressed in our ride, we've come to some more technical stuff, a little bit harder stuff, and again the difference in that stuff is night and day. It goes from a bike that almost gets limited to where you can take it to a bike. The range of what you can use this bike for is well extended past what I thought the stock one was capable of.
MotoSR's test bike, we bought this in March. We took it to the South Island and did Dusty Butt adventure ride on it. Since then we've done 7,000 k's of testing. So we have created a few different settings. We now have springs available for it. We've really got this bike working really well. So for customers, like our job as a suspension company is to customize suspension to suit the weight and speed and type of riding the rider wants to do. So we have different spring rates available and different settings available. So we've got something whether you be 75 kg rider, 100 kg rider, 100 kg rider with a pillion, we've got something for you. So I'm an adventure rider. I'm only 72 kgs, but even at 72 kgs I still found the standard suspension way too soft. I'd clang bottom the forks very easily, and the rear, just the whole bike is just very wallowy, just not anywhere near its capabilities. So the best way to test the bike is to obviously ride the bike, but it's very obvious to see even just by pushing on this, which is the MotoSR test bike, compared to standard Tenere. The whole bike is just so soft, without even sitting on it, without even hitting a bump at speed with a 200 kg bike. Hey, his numbers, I got a tow truck, eh? Oh, we got the van. I can only wheelie uphill.
So me and Scotty have a long history. We go way back to my racing in the States. Scotty was my mechanic over there for a few seasons and helped me win my first GNCC championship. So I know Scotty's skills are definitely there, and his workmanship at MotoSR will be top notch. So this T7 is another prime example of the quality and the what Scotty can transform your bike into and set it up just right, just for you. So yeah, it's amazing.
Thanks for joining MotoSR. Time to go home.
Sweet, you got the white one. Oh.
You can spend thousands of dollars on aftermarket suspension, but for the T7 we don't think you need to. We can take your standard suspension and make it better. So just give us a call at MotoSR and we'll let you know how we can help.